What's going on, everybody? Jay here from Square Pegs, and while the new hotness, I mean if you can afford it, is going to be the Nintendo Switch 2, that doesn't mean there isn't still a need for quality controllers on the original Switch. So allow me to introduce you to the Mobapad M6 HD Joy-Cons for the OG console. Now, these were sent to me for purposes of review, but I wasn't given a script or asked to send anything in for approval before it got posted or anything like that. These thoughts are my own and reflect my actual opinion. Now, the M6 HD controller comes equipped with mechanical buttons using Omron micro switches that give them a claimed lifespan of 10 million presses. There's motion controls built in, as well as NFC functionality for Amiibo support, and I'll show all that off here in a bit. But before that, the controllers feature swappable faceplates, D-pads, and joystick caps for the Hall effect sticks that are included. Now, the joystick caps are an additional purchase on the Mobapad site. There's a variety of colors you can get, and the faceplates also have different options that you can purchase. You can get it with a rounded circle around the Joy-Con or segmented, kind of like a GameCube, where they have the notches built in, which I really like. The D-pads also can be swapped out. You have a traditional Plus control pad or a kind of Microsoft Xbox Elite controller dial. I don't like that one, so I put the D-pad back on. You'll actually see the dial in play here in a bit. And I just really dig these. I think they look really nice. This is something where I wasn't really sure what to expect, but to get these and have them just swap as easily as they do with the different magnetic faceplates that you can put on was pretty cool. And I like how easy it is to pop things off and see the Hall effect joysticks inside, and like I said, pop those new joystick caps on. I wanted to show off kind of a comparison between the two now, between a regular Joy-Con and these new attached ones. You can easily see the ergonomics are a lot different. There's not going to be any hand cramping when you're holding these. I can attest to that personally. And they just feel really nice. I even like how much bigger the triggers are because they just work better. But these are just my opinions. I took these to the Midwest Gaming Classic and had a couple other people look at them as well. Let's hear from them real quick.
The eye light up.
So as far as like the grip and just the ergonomics of it, what do you think?
Yes, please.
Very nice, right?
Feel better than regular Joy-Cons?
Feels better than my Flip Pad Pro.
Nice.
Take that, buddy.
So this also has NFC functionality, so you can actually like scan Amiibo and stuff like that with it. They're really nice. They're really nice. I'm digging the feel of them so far. So you've got the Xbox Elite style dial on there now.
Yes.
And you're liking that better?
Yes, I like it much better than the regular D-pad. I'm weird like that.
You know the story behind the Super Bowl thing.
Damn it.
This is
I did it again. Damn it.
along with thousands of others.
Hey,
Duck and slide. Duck and slide.
Yeah, I was telling Jay, I'm like, wouldn't that have been fun to Southeast Game Exchange with that figure?
Keep ducking and jumping. There you go. There's always a way. Hopping in now to Breath of the Wild, and I think this is a really great game to show off a lot of the functionality in here, because one of the things that always surprises me is when these third-party Joy-Cons have NFC support. And you can see here, I put it over the joystick thinking it was going to work there, and it didn't. Should have read the instruction manual, because I had to put it up a little bit higher, and super happy that it worked. I was able to get my fire arrows and my fish. It was a nice switch. It was great. Now, I also wanted to hop into combat a little bit and show off the motion controls, because this is something that I don't usually have a great experience with motion controls with third-party Joy-Cons, and I wanted to see how these felt. And you can see I was able to target and aim really well against these bokoblins who were terrorizing Hatno Village, which I just can't have. Like, I gotta protect the people of Hyrule. I am the hero of time here. It is my job to make sure they are safe, and I can't just have bokoblins hopping around the forest trying to kill my people. It's just not cool. I do really like the motion controls in this. So you can see I still kind of have that force of habit going to the joystick there, but the motion controls work great. The aiming is fine. I am not great with it because like I said, I do prefer that joystick. Now I tossed these onto a third-party grip just to see how it would work detached, because you can use these as traditional Joy-Cons, either single or in a pair. And I hopped into the Phantom, which is a beat-em-up that just recently came out, and I was offered a review code for this, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. There was just a recent title update that cleaned up some of the stutteriness and kind of the uneven kind of feel of the title, which I really appreciate, and I wanted to try out a beat 'em up with these controllers just to see how they felt, because these really feel like they're targeted for retro or retro style games, and it doesn't get much more retro than a beat 'em up featuring a comic book character from the 1930s. Controls great, feels great, and these just worked really well. I really do like them, and I do like the regular D-pad on this, because this is what I used exclusively when playing this game. It's also what I used exclusively playing this version of Mega Man 5. This is from the Mega Man Legacy Collection, and of course I hopped into Charge Man stage because, as we all know, trains are cool. Trains rule. And I wanted to try it out. You can see here as I'm playing using the D-pad, everything controlled great. Everything felt really nice. I didn't have any complaints or any issues experienced other than the fact that I am really bad at this game. It controlled really well and it felt nice playing it. Now, just wanted to give my final thoughts on the Mobapad M6 HD. I am very, very impressed with these controllers. I even like the packaging. Like that, the level of detail and the level of care that went into creating these really can't be matched. I'm very impressed with them. There's a link down in the description if you're interested in checking these out. It's not an affiliate link, it's just a standard link, so check it out if you're interested. Till next time, folks, remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. Thanks for watching.